We'll see again. Like, I don't know if Ryan saw Disc versus MaSa. I would hope so, because that may help him in this series. Again, we are getting into the same thing. I also want to say that MaSa, like, he's a good enough player to potentially also like learn from his mistakes and maybe not be as aggressive. If you recall, MaSa was incredibly aggressive. He went for proxies, he went for like these big like one base timings as well. And yeah, this just shut it all down. So we'll see if MaSa plays a little bit differently.
Fun fact, MaSa's real name is Maru.
Yeah, he's the Maru from
NA. I
NA.
did not know that. His legal name is Maru, and Maru decided to go with Maru. And Ryan's legal name is Ryan, in case you guys were wondering. Here we are. We have made it. This is our first, hopefully not the only, but possibly only qualifying match of the evening. Matchup, I should say. In the bottom left-hand corner, starting it out here, it is the Alpha X player. It is the Canadian, the Korean. It is MaSa. Which in Spanish is like corn flour for tortillas.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the American Protoss player. We've been following him all day today. We're here. We're in the qualifying match. It's a best of 5. Can he qualify for DreamHack? We have, representing Exxon Gaming, it is Ryan. Alright, so we're here, and so far I'm honestly a little bit surprised we have no proxy coming out from MaSa.
Yeah, it's a little unsettling.
Yeah, like in previous series, we've seen him, you know, like go for proxy Raxes, proxy 1-1, like proxy factory as well. But you know, this game so far it seems pretty standard. Also, bless you.
Seems super pretty standard here. Man, the probe is the best unit in the game, honestly. I just don't like that. Oh my god. That is hilarious. USA, USA. Only an American player would do such a thing.
That was great. I love it. I love it. And yeah, we'll see how Ryan does. Again, we haven't really seen him in a PvT in a long time, if ever. I don't know.
I just want to say, this is how great America is. Sly Dog in the chat said the same thing I just said, but he doesn't know that I said it because there's 2 minute delay and I didn't read it. Us Americans are just, oh, USA, USA. Hamburgers and French fries. That's the mood for today. Boycott Blizzard. I don't think we should boycott Blizzard.
I mean, if we boycotted Blizzard, we would
Blizzard
be casting
FBI
StarCraft.
agent, that was a joke.
God, we're gonna hear like a knocking at your door any moment now. It's like, oh god.
You're gonna hear a scuffle unfold. And wow, that barely finished in time.
Oh yeah, a second earlier and that would have been denied or at least delayed. So
feels good, man.
Oof. And yeah, pretty interesting. So far, Ryan, he hasn't really gone for a Twilight Council for Blink. He hasn't gone for a Stargate opener. He's going for a Robo opener instead. Okay. Interesting. So he's looking to apply pressure with Stalkers without Blink, you know, just do what he can.
Yeah, it's getting pretty passive here. I feel like we're like 10 minutes in this game. It's only 4 minutes. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like we're in late game PvT.
Yeah, and MaSa's playing this pretty interestingly as well because he's not going for, like, typically you see like a Widowmine drop opener or something along those lines, but we have a pretty fast Raven coming out instead.
Yeah, and he's even going for another Rax. And a tank. Normally you get that third down or something here soon.
Yes, he's going to be focusing on his army instead, and the Raven is going to be beautiful defensively. Like, if he's able to, like, interference matrix the Warp Prism, like, as it's trying to warp in units.
Or even throw down a turret somewhere. Turrets are actually very useful as well.
Alright, we'll see. He's going to be focusing down this bunker. There's no repair, so the bunker goes down. All the units are going to be going down as well. And so far, there are only Marines. The tank only just finished up.
Oh, he does throw down the... Oh my god, but these stalkers can just walk up on top of that tank.
Yeah, exactly. If they wanted to, they could. Again, there's no blink, so they're going to take a couple of volleys in the process, but they're going to force
There's not even really any enough to stop this Warp Prism. If he wants to put him in a Warp Prism and drop right on top, there's not enough Marines here to kill that in time, and he's going to see this right here, and I think he's going to go in for a move here. There he goes.
Yeah.
Loads up the Warp Prism, tries to posture around.
Oh, I love that. I don't know if you saw, but the Marine movement actually went down to meet the Warp Prism as well. Since there is vision, he saw that, so he was like counteracting that as well.
Yeah. But he saw that he saw, so he moved back. He saw that he saw that he saw when he saw, so he saw it.
Things were seen.
And that's how you play PvT.
So Ryan was pushed back, and he did a decent amount of damage. He didn't kill very many workers, but a lot of lost mining time, right? He was able to disrupt the flow of MaSa, keep everything at home, and he was able to see the opening as well, so he knows that he's pretty safe, and in doing so he expands, takes the third.
Yeah, and gets the expansion down right before the Hellion was able to kill anything, so I like this position for Ryan so far. He denied a lot of mining with that.
Yeah. Really, really strong start. We'll see if he's able to keep this up, as we already have, again, like, because he had so much freedom, we have the Colossus on the way. We've got the Templar Archives, as well as a Forge on the way, so +1 Blink Stalkers, or +1 Zealots. Oh, there it is, Zealots. So Ryan, like, he's just getting into the swing of things, he's getting everything he needs.
Something was clipped and I'm scared.
Was it the USA?
I don't know. Maybe it was another stream. But one thing I did forget to mention, given that as now I say it, the other streams, there's a lot of huge casters in this this map, in this matchup watching. And I honestly feel like Ryan deserves to be seen in this light by all the casters. I think like Pig, Fear Dragon, and Zombie Grub are all here, so they're all right now watching Ryan. I'm not sure if they're super familiar with him. I'm sure maybe one of them are, or two of them, or maybe they know a little bit about him, but they're really about to see what we see all the time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Fear Dragon, he loves the NA scene. I would imagine he knows and he's aware of Ryan. Fun fact, I don't know if you saw, but Pig actually had an interview with Ryan like a week ago. Pig has
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he has a talk, like a podcast called The Pig Show, and yeah, he had Ryan on, and they were
what an original name.
Right? Yeah. So on YouTube, like he has like an interview with him, kind of like the Tasteless podcast, right? It's similar style.
I mean, Tasteless is in Korea, so he can do the Korean players and Pig's not. I'm pretty sure Pig's in Australia, but I assume his cast with Ryan was just online. And now we have a decent army here from Ryan. MaSa having the bigger army, obviously Marines, Medevac, so it's a little in flames. Not all shooting things that are going to kill everything, as to where Ryan has a hard-hitting army, +1 armor, ground armor, level 1 is complete. I actually like these bases, but Ryan getting a little oversaturated at the 30. He's throwing down pylons. He's going out for a move out. He knows this is his chance. Thermo Lance should finish, but oh my god, he's sending a couple Zealots for a side attack, and he's actually going to run into the entire army of MaSa, and it's kind of like the Spider-Man meme where they're like both the same person pointing at each other, like, hey, we're both moving out. There's only one Viking here. That shouldn't be enough to take out these, oh my god, these laser giraffes, but they do get one with the help from the Marines, and they're not as fast as the rest of the army, so this army has to slow down to overcompensate for that. But Ryan does get into this third base of MaSa. He's just going to pick up and leave. He's got to get the medevacs out of there. He's coming in with the tanks and flanking with the Marines, but this is a siege tank army that he has to engage in. He doesn't really have a position to siege right now as Ryan goes into the main base of MaSa, and he's going to start doing some critical damage. He is on top of all the production, and as we know, that is the heart of the Terran. Good Dorito cannon going down, but this army's slow and clunky. I don't know if they can run up that ramp fast enough. The warp, another round of warp-ins, I hope so. That could be game ending here for MaSa. MaSa also not on the other side of the map doing any counter damage. He's pulling everything back here, and he's not getting much work done here. He's not. It doesn't look like he's holding this very well. I believe the Warp Prism did go down, forcing a recall, and he's going to get just about everything out for free. Great damage here by Ryan. Well played. GG MaSa. See you next time. No, I'm kidding. It's by no means over. MaSa still has a good worker count, good damage management. He got all his SCVs out of that third base and moved the base before any real damage was caused. He's still fully saturated in just about every single base. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, he has flying, what's a good name for these? Flying machine lawnmowers, push lawnmowers in their hands, mules. He can just come in and like get all the extra minerals with these giant lawnmowers from space, excavators from space, and with that, yeah, he's still in this. He's by no means out of it. He's got plenty of fight left in him, and Ryan really doesn't have an army that can close this out. He is going for a little bit of a counterattack. There's just some zealots. He might get 1 or 2 workers, but really not enough damage to change the game up here. Oh, he's hitting the third as well at the same time, but I think MaSa has enough at each base to defend and push it all back. And Ryan says, you know what? Your army's split enough. I'm going to go in and push out.
Yeah, honestly, like, that was really well done by Ryan. Like, he was able to kind of, like, he never had a really, like, head-on engagement with MaSa. Like, he circumnavigated everything, went into the main base, able to deal a lot of damage, recall out, and now, I don't know if he has enough to push into this.
I think he should switch out of the laser giraffes. He really, there's so much air here.
Yeah, there's just so many Vikings.
Oh,
the Prism gets sniped.
Down.
Oh my god, and all the Colossus as well.
And MaSa's bringing it back now. This is interesting. Ryan going for the ninja base. We never see this in a pro game, and I love it.
It's great that he's doing that. Yeah, the DTs are there as well. And the problem is that, honestly, MaSa, when it comes to his economy, like, after that big engagement, they were equal on workers. Like, his economy is perfectly fine. But these DTs, they have a lot to do. They can do so much, actually. They can get on top of the tanks. They can get into the mineral lines as well. And there's no missile turrets at all.
I don't see how MaSa stops this. Why you would never look in your main base for DTs, and they're attacking now, and he only has 1 skin, I think, maybe 2.
Raven.
Oh, the Raven.
Yeah.
I forgot he had that Raven early on, but now he's got to put down turrets. There's still the DT in the main. The one in the natural, I do believe, got cleaned up by a scan, possibly, or the Raven originally. But, God, Ryan's so good. This is how you come back in a game. You get a little bit of damage here and there. He's going for another attack at the third. But behind this, MaSa is securing his 4th base here. But I'm not going to lie to you. Ryan already has had 3 bases, is getting his 4th base. No harass at all has happened to Ryan. And he's even getting a 5th base behind this.
Yeah, the problem for Ryan is that his army is almost non-existent. Like, it was that big engagement they had outside the third of MaSa was huge. Like, he lost all of his Colossus, all of his Eye Templar, everything went down. So Ryan, like, it's so important that he does this DT harass, because he needs to keep MaSa busy. He needs enough time to remake that, you know, that Colossus count, that High Templar count, everything. Like, he has to start from scratch. So he's doing an incredibly good job at doing so.
Yeah, MaSa, I think the mistake here is not going for a counterattack when he had the opportunity. Instead, he opted for that 4th base to get full saturation. Little does he know, Ryan fully saturated his 4th base, his ninja base, and is now fully saturating his 5th base, which is in the 4th base position.
Yeah, like, the thing is, MaSa, he doesn't know how ahead Ryan is economically. Like, Ryan, he has that ninja base, and it's possible that we may end this game, regardless of how this goes, without the ninja base being spotted. It's crazy to think about, but we could see it. And yeah, honestly, like, time has gone by, and now Ryan, he has a decent army. He has, you know, High Templar for storms. He has Colossus as well for added AoE. And
region spread.
Oh.
Oh. I love Ryan's doing a cham and has zealots all over the map just for vision. They're gonna see due to the drop going out.
Yeah, the rally.
I was gonna say the only thing that could spot this is a drop, but MaSa hasn't gone for any drops. I don't know if MaSa even sees that.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll show up on the map eventually, but there he goes. He sees it now.
Yeah, he sees it.
He should recall. That's a lot of probes going down, though.
Yeah, it looks like the majority of them will escape since
MaSa's army's moving down to the southeast corner of the map, and Ryan's going in for an attack at his other base. And there's no army here, no recall. What is he gonna do? Are we seeing a base trade here?
We'll see. We'll see if MaSa decides to turn around, and he does. He turns around. That means the base is gonna go down.
Yeah, is it? There's a lot of workers here.
There's a lot of workers.
I mean, I guess they're gonna even it out here. If Ryan doesn't lose too much, he can't get the base. Oh my god, he couldn't get the base.
Oh god, he needs to leave. He needs to leave as soon as he can because there's so many Vikings here. Already loses one of the Colossus, and I love this. The DTs, they're just gonna buy time for the army to escape.
Yeah. Oh, at the same time, MaSa did take out the 5th base that Ryan was trying to reestablish there, a new reestablishment. DT's here for defense. I like that though, but Ryan has enough to make another base. He's actually got DTs in the main of MaSa as well. And it does get cleaned up eventually with the Ray. Oh, it's Zealots, actually. I'm sorry. God. And he realized, like, don't chase that tank down.
Yeah, they're both going back and forth.
Game.
Yeah, like a lot of SCVs went down at the 4th base of MaSa, but again, like they have pretty similar worker counts. Again, a lot of that comes down to a lot of the probes going down in the bottom right earlier. So they're kind of even again, like kind of similar base count again. The 5th base is still on the way for Ryan, but MaSa, he's going to try and deny that once again.
I just think Ryan needs to stop making laser drafts. The Colossus have really been the death of him. They have done no damage. They don't help him take out the bases. And he saw the Vikings from the beginning that absolutely just wrecked him.
Oh my god, they're missing each other again. And honestly, I think Ryan has to do this. Like, I don't think Ryan can win a head-on engagement. Like, he cannot fight the main army.
Going into the natural also.
Yeah, we got another massive DT run by into the natural.
Out. Ooh, the first scan going down, I believe. Oh, and the blink. Oh, the blink is so good.
Yeah, he blinks out of range. Scan.
Base trade. Never mind.
Yeah, he recalls back home, and because this army is so small from MaSa, he could blink on forward, but MaSa saves the majority of it.
These players are in a bare knuckle brawl. They really have no more production. They're just so scrappy fighting it out here, and now MaSa, I think, is in a weird position where he can't split his Raven into 2 places. He's gonna have to keep calling in DT or scans, I mean, and his 3rd base got killed, so now there's a weird gap between his 4th and his other 2 bases. Now he reestablishes as I say that, but still a very weird position here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that 4th is so hard to break because it's a planetary, but again, Ryan, he can't fight the main army. Like, there are ghosts now here. Like, EMPs are going to be throwing down. There's plenty of Vikings as well for the Colossus. I just love how Ryan, he's been like dancing around and like hitting wherever MaSa isn't, but that time it could be coming to a close. Like, MaSa, now he's pushing out.
Oh, that's a huge pick. He's gonna get the 2 full ghost here. No, he didn't get it.
Both of them survived.
But I don't think they have energy for an EMP, and they just walk into their death. Oh, that was such a misclick. Why are these Archons green? I don't know.
Oh god, the cannon went down, and all the high Templar go down. The Colossus got sniped earlier. It's just gateway units for Ryan left, and I think MaSa's done it.
I don't know. I think Ryan can kite this for quite some time. He needs to pull the probes, though. Yeah, the Vikings here. The remainder of the army goes down. Even with the counterattack, GG is called. MaSa takes game number 1 in this best-of-5 series. And what a game it was, man. What a game. This is exactly what I expected out of these 2 players.
Yeah, oh my god. Look at the workers created that game. Like, MaSa lost so many. He had to remake so many, but his macro was just on point.
Super on point. Man, what a game that was.
And honestly, like, I agree in that at a certain point, you stop making Colossus, right? Like that's not the reliable AoE that you want, and I'm surprised that we didn't see any disruptors for Ryan.
Yeah, I was a little disappointing. Maybe I think Ryan maybe has something up his sleeve. I don't think that was his final card.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, again, like the storms were on point, and yeah, the Colossus they did fairly well early on. But eventually you want to diversify your AoE. Like once like there's plenty of Vikings, like you need something like disruptors. And we've seen Ryan use disruptors in PvP. It's not like he's not used to using them or he's averse to using them. So yeah, we'll see if he switches things up here in game number 2.
Yeah, what a nice guy. Ryan was like, that was fun. Normally you don't see for someone who just lost a opportunity, almost lost an opportunity at qualifying for a huge event. I don't think he's ever qualified for any big events.
He has not.
I don't think he's been old enough to until now.
This is the furthest he's gone. Like this is the qualifying match. He's so close to making it to that main event, and honestly, he didn't look too bad here in game number 1.
Not too bad at all. Here we have it. We are on Everdream LE and spawning in the southwest corner of the map. We have an Alpha X player. We have a Canadian, a Korean, a possibly tortilla flour type of thing going on here. It's none other than the crazy Terran. It is MaSa. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is the Protoss player playing for Team Exxon Gaming. It is the young and up-and-coming player straight out of the United States of America. It is Ryan. All right, openers here. No proxies, but we do have MaSa sending out an SCV. Don't know if that's an early SCV. Seems like a regular timed SCV. Ooh, he's going for the Evo chamber block. Not Evo chamber. What's it called with this race? The NG Bay block is there. And let's see if that changes the way that Ryan plays this one out. So far, nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. Putting down his openers. He's going for the Zealot first. He does see this, and he's like, now what? Ryan's got to cause some counter harassment with his probe. I believe he should try and wall off or something here. Ooh, those probes look cool. Look like steelpunk. Steampunk, not steelpunk. Steel mold. If he was steampunk, it'd be steelpunk. Someone has to dress him in steelpunk. Now I can't even figure out what the original word is. He is denying that gas, though, just until the Reaper comes out. Oh, wait, he didn't even take the gas. He already has his gas. It's interesting. Interesting little play here. And he should get the cancel any moment. This is really delaying the base of Ryan by a long shot. MaSa already has his base down, ready to go. And for MaSa, this is another day in the office. MaSa might even be a little upset that he's still having to be here in the qualifiers. Last time he qualified, first qualifying matchup for the summer DreamHack qualifiers. But it's fall. It's a different season. It's different times. New players. New stories. New upsets. Now, if Ryan beats MaSa, I believe that would be an upset. But that's an upset I want to see. Out with the old-ish, in with the new-er. Ryan's 16. How old is MaSa? I don't even know. MaSa's 25. MaSa's an old man at this point. MaSa just needs to throw in the towel and pass on the torch to Ryan. Oh, is he gonna get? He's gonna get this Zealot that tried to go across the map for vision and was absolutely unable to. But the Adept was there, did some damage, shaded out. Was going for that Reaper, was unable to get it though. Reaper just a little too fast, too slick, too sly. He got out of there. No problemo. And now we're reaching a passive point where they both are in that limbo of teching up and getting scouting vision. Oh, actually, I didn't notice. Ryan, in the eastern portion of the map, is actually going for something a little cheeky and I absolutely love it. I would like to think he's doing it for me, and he hears me always say I love this type of thing, but we all know it's for Fear Dragon. Fear Dragon is the one who provoked this, and MaSa should have seen this coming, and if he didn't see it coming, then this is going to be absolutely great. Ryan, Madman, grenade just blinks him further. I think MaSa's going to be able to see that there's not much going on here. Oh, he pulled the pros to surround everything, and he gets it. That is denying the scouting from MaSa. He's not really going to be able to poke in and see if there's another pylon in there. He saw the Twilight Council, so he knows it's not an Oracle opener. But he was not able to see if there's anything else here. So he might be a little in the dark. He might have had to tell that nothing was there. But the Raven's about to finish. So I don't know if these DTs are going to cause too much damage here. Raven's about to pop, and there it goes like a newborn baby. Right out of the mom's starport. And it's there. DTs are not going to be able to do much. War Prism is on the way for Ryan. I don't know if he plans to go for an Archon drop. This isn't a ZVP matchup, so I don't know if that'll work. Stim coming up. And here we go, the first two DTs. This is going to be very easily defended, I think, if MaSa is paying attention. All right, let's see. Nobody make any noise. Oh, he's going to send one right up there, and it's going to be seen instantly. Good pullback and instant shutdown. Wow, that's very rough for Ryan. Is he going to recall? No, he's going to lose it. Wow, this is so sad here. Ryan just absolutely getting smashed by that DT attempt. He's even getting blinked for the DTs. And this is rough. This is a rough start here. Blink DTs can do some damage, but I don't know if it's going to work against MaSa here. He's really got to pull something out of his hat. Warp Prism loaded up, going back in. There's already a turret there. Oh my god, the Raven sees it instantly. But, oh god, it's got to turn around. He's going to have a small window of time, like 5. No, he's going to have no time. Army's in place, Raven's in place. Ryan, you should not have gone for that. Oh gosh. But as long as he keeps the Raven occupied, if he went for some multi-pronged harass with the DTs, it could work. Now, I'm not going to lie. Behind this, Ryan is droning up, probing up. He is not being harassed at all. He's pretty much left alone to his own vices back at home. He could go into any tech switch he would like. Don't think MaSa's even gone for a scanner. And as we see the gates coming down, that means some aggression is probably coming soon. Legs is about to finish.